It's tournament morning, boys and girls. Tournament morning. Tournament 2 of the year. Second kayak tournament of the year. I am jacked up about this one. It's gonna be a good one. You know, this is the Watts Bar tournament. This is that big one that I was telling you guys about. I was gonna fish the Hobie, decided not to do that. Made a video about it. I'll link it above down below so you guys can go check it out. But decided to fish the 10 cat, and 69 other people ended up entering this thing. So I'm gonna be fishing against 69 other people today. So not only is there a ton of people, and a lot more people means a lot more money, and so if you win this thing, you're gonna win yourself a real nice payday, which, hey, that's what we're all here to do, right? We're all trying to get in here to win. We're trying to win, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know, I mean, I don't know what we can get done today. I know it's gonna be tough. Which I like. You know, right now officially it's 21 degrees outside, 6 o'clock in the morning. We're about to head towards the boat ramp. It takes me about an hour to get there, and so we don't actually have to put in. Our put in time is 8:30, lines in at 9, and we're actually fishing from 9 to 5, which I'm really excited about because I think it's going to be unique. Other than like evening tournaments, like where you fish from 5 till midnight or whatever, I've never fished a 9 to 5 tournament, which 9 to 5 is kind of more realistic this time of year. You know, when I go fishing in the winter, I usually get to the lake like 9, 10 o'clock, fish till dark-ish, and then come home because it's usually when the fish bite the best. So I'm excited about it for that. You know, just the simple fact that we're fishing a different time frame today than we ever have before. And so I think there's going to be a lot of really cool opportunity there to maybe get on a bite or capitalize a bite that we would have missed fishing the other way. But yeah, guys, I'm excited. I'm jacked up. About to suck me down a white monster, which is only going to make me more crazy and excited than I already am. And I'm excited to see what we can get done today. I think it's going to be one of those things where, you know, I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it and I thought about it, and I finally have kind of just settled on the fact that I just need to go fishing. You know, old dad, of course it was old dad, looked at me and said, "Dude, quit thinking about it so much. Just go fishing. You know what you need to do." And I was like, yeah, you're right, I do. And so that's what I'm gonna go do. I'm gonna go rely on the instincts. I'm gonna go outwork everybody else, and we're gonna go see what we can get done and how we can do. And yeah, let's go crack their faces in. Boys and girls, here we are. We have made it to the boat ramp. Literally, it's just a waiting game at this point. We can't put in until 8:30, just because of the rules. So first lines in is 9 o'clock, but we can't actually get on our kayaks and get in the water till 8:30, which kind of sucks because there's another kayak tournament going on out here, which they were allowed to launch at normal time, 7 o'clock. So they've been out here fishing. There's like 3 kayaks in here that have all been fishing since this morning, and then there's a bunch of boats as well. But I'm not gonna let that deter me at all. There's nothing you can do about it other than just come down here, show up, and outwork everybody else. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna outwork everybody else. So yeah, I don't like this. I'm not patient. I'm not a sit around, just tap my foot kind of guy and wait for the time to tick away. I'm ready to get after it. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to catch some fish, but we're gonna do our best with it. We're gonna see what we can get done. I'm gonna put this big camera away, put you guys in the truck. Everything from now on is gonna be on the chest, and I'll do my best to talk to you guys, but I'm telling you, I'm focused on it this morning, so we're gonna get it done. All right, boys, here we go. It's not lines in yet, but it's 8:30. We're getting over here to our spot. We're gonna get ready to rock and roll and get this thing done today. Working 9 to 5, boys. We're pulling a Dolly Parton today. 9 to 5. Oh, well, we sit and wait. I don't like waiting. I'm not a waiting kind of guy. I like to move, I like to groove, I like to fish. This whole sitting around waiting is bull crap. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's go. Thank you, buddy. Good luck to you. Let's do this. Whoa, my God. Look at there. Let's get that out of the way for this morning. I'm going to the moon, son. All right, guys. Here we go. First one of the day. Little 16 1/4. He's pretty. Look at all them markings on him. Awesome sauce. See you, man. Thank you, sir. First one of the morning, guys. I tell you what, that feels good to get that out of the boat, get that done. I got one. I just need 2 more. 3 fish limit today. So these 10 cats that I fished, they are a 3 fish limit. So there is the first one out of the way. Oh, that was fun. So we're going to tie on a little bit deeper diving plug here, go look at some different stuff, a little bit deeper stuff, a little more straight up and down stuff. I've gone around in this pocket 4 or 5 times now, and I'm just going to have to get out here, kind of get my eyes on something fresh, let this rest for a little while, and then we will definitely come back here. I mean, obviously before the end of the day. Like I said, this tournament is 9 to 5, which is cool, because you don't usually fish tournaments 9 to 5, but I think that evening bite could be really, really good if I can capitalize on it. But just right now, where I have fished in here so much, and there's, I think a few more people have shown up than were in here when I got here this morning. I just want to go look at something a little bit different that I've not looked at yet, just so I can, you know, obviously see something fresh, maybe give myself a chance to catch a fish I've not caught yet. And then plus, I know some stuff around here that is some good stuff. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit of moving, a little bit of grooving, get somewhere just a little bit different looking, so that we can keep catching some fish. Like 4 times and didn't get anything. And so, I mean, dude, the water's farther down than it was.
Are you moving out on the main channel, Mark?
Yeah, I'm on the main channel right now. I'm down here where that big grass flat grows. I'm sitting on this point right now dragging a Ned rig.
Yeah, is the wind blowing you?
No, it's just barely enough to put a little ripple. Like, it's not enough that it's like a lot of current. You know, not like it was this morning, dude. This morning there was a ton of current, and that's what happened is I found that fish pulled up on that. He was pulled up on a point sitting there, and so it was one of those deals as I was able to throw that crankbait up there, and I mean, he was just positioned up there and ate it. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you where I'd go, straight across the lake under that bridge. You go over there. And
Dad, let me get off the phone. I got a big one. Got a big one.
Huh?
Let me get off the phone. Or just hold on. Just hold with me here. Come here, you. Hell yeah. All right. Hey, you're a good luck charm. Stay on the phone with me. Just caught one. I don't know. He's probably 14 inches maybe.
There you go.
He just spit up a crawdad too. All right, let me get off here and get a picture of this thing. Let's see. All right, guys. Woo. Heck yeah. Old dad called, checking in, seeing what was going on. And this old boy did the crack-a-lacking on him, son. And I think he has got a half-eaten crawdad in the net. All right, guys. So 13 3/4. I tried to make him 14. I just couldn't. I had to keep his mouth closed. But there's a 13 3/4. Let's sit right here on this point and throw the old deadly Nedley some more and see what we can get done. There's number 2 on the deadly Nedley. I hate this thing, but I love it. All at the same time. It was funny. That's twice now. Like, it seems like whenever I get on the phone is whenever I catch fish. Maybe I need to just like stay on the phone and I'll catch more fish, but yeah, whatever. But hey, so here's what I'm doing. It has slicked completely off. I'm sure you guys can tell there's barely any wind, any current whatsoever. So I switched up to a little green pumpkin Ned Ocho with the tail dyed with a little bit of methylate on a 3/16 ounce Strike King Ned head. And so far I've caught 2 fish on it. So like I said, we got small pot, which hopefully I can win that. So I got a little 11 incher, which I can't submit to Tourney X. We only submit those like when we go to check in. So I've got a 16 1/4 and a 13 3/4 so far on the leaderboard, which puts me at 30 inches, which is pretty dad-jim good as of right now. I think it said I was like an 11th or something like that. But I've talked to a few guys who are fishing the Hobie Open and fishing our tournament. And one of the guys I just talked to said he had 3 that were pretty good ones. So I'm sure there's people who are sandbagging, not submitted all their fish, done all that kind of stuff. So as of right now, I'm like in 10th or something like that. But that probably won't last very long unless the old Deadly Nedley here pans out and I can whack me a couple Dad Jim Biggins in the face with it, which I would not mind that at all. But that little dude pounded the piss out of it. Like, he wanted that thing. And I think, was there some crawdads in there? No, he didn't spit up any crawdads. It looked like he spit up a crawdad, but I guess he didn't. But that dude, I mean, he's definitely eating crawdads. His crusher's pink and red and just awesome looking. And he ate this little Ned rig with a vengeance, which tells me they are definitely eating some crawdads. But it's pretty funny. I fished this point in the summer, and I've actually never fished it in the winter. And I thought, you know what? If they're there in the summer, they ought to be there in the winter, because it's not like they leave and go very far. They probably just go and get in just a little bit deeper water, and I guess I was right. So I've caught some big ones here, though. So there should be some big ones up here with these little 13 inchers. I'm good, man. Let me cut in between you real quick. Yeah. I got 2. I do have small fish though. I'm almost guarantee you there ain't nobody else caught an 8.5 inch fish. If I get beat on small fish, I'll be so mad. I'll be pissed for a week, at least a week solid. I'll be pissed off about it. But Eric lost a giant right at the end of the day. Poor guy. That'll be on his video, so go check that out. But right now, we're hungry. We're gonna go see how this thing shook out. So we got to go do the check-in meet-up thingy at this burger joint. So we're gonna go get a hamburger. We're gonna hang out. I'm gonna go do that. Probably not gonna record while we're there, but I will see you guys here in just a little while. Probably honestly tomorrow, because I'm gonna go home after I eat and figure out if I got any money for that little bitty tiny fish that I caught, and probably die in the bed. So yeah. Go check Eric's channel out, all that kind of stuff. But we'll see you back at the house. I'll do a full breakdown about what I was throwing, what I caught them on, all that kind of stuff. And we'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Woo! So let's break it down really quick. Let's talk about what I was throwing it on to catch the fish that I did, and kind of just a general overview of the tournament where I finished up the whole 9 yards. So I ended up 21st out of 72 anglers, which honestly, for me, I feel good with where I finished. Kind of above middle of the pack, and considering most anglers in the tournament blanked that day, I'm feeling pretty good about it. The guy who ended up winning, Ryan Lambert, I think his name was, actually ended up winning the Hobie as well. So good job to that dude. Congratulations. He put in the work, went out there and found some fish. I actually found some fish in an area that I know really, really well, and kind of kicking myself in the ass for not going up there and doing what I know I needed to do to catch those fish. But if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Am I right? So yeah, tough tournament though. Tough tournament overall, really cold water conditions. I kind of was looking for a little bit warmer water, a little bit clearer water, kind of got stuck on that idea, and you know, ended up going where I went and trying to catch the fish that I did. So I caught 4 fish in total the entire day. 2 of them did not measure. One of them was actually little fish for the tournament. We do a little fish pot. I ended up winning a $25 gift card, which is pretty cool for catching an 8.5-inch fish. And then the other 2, obviously you guys saw, put them onto the board. Ended up with 30 inches overall and tied for 21st. The guy who went above me into 20th, his fish was a 1/4 inch longer than mine, and so he broke the tie and ended up in 20th. I ended up in 21st. But first fish I caught first thing in the morning, literally within about 30 minutes of starting fishing, was on the old Berkley fritz side crankbait. Actually not in this color. The color I was throwing was spray tan, I believe is what it's called, and ended up breaking that one off. I actually casted it off. Went to throw, line snapped, it went flying up into the grass trees somewhere, and I never could find it. I actually got out of the kayak and searched for a little while, but couldn't find it. But I was still throwing it in this little size right here. This is the flat side 5, the little square bill version. It's just a little bit smaller body, and really I like this crankbait because it's kind of a more affordable, more available version of, say, a balsa side flat side crankbait, you know, smaller body flat side crankbait. And I'm not saying it's going to replace balsa, but these are a lot easier to get your hands on and a lot more affordable than real balsa crankbaits, which I have a ton of those and I throw quite a bit, but you're kind of nervous because there's some that you'll never be able to get back. So threw that thing around a little bit in the morning, ended up getting a bite that I missed, which I'm pretty sure was a white bass and not actually a bass, just because the way he like bit it and freaked totally out and then came off. And then second bite of the day, I got into the boat and it ended up being that 16 1/4, my big fish for the tournament. And I actually threw this bait on a little bit different rod than I normally do. This is a Lew's Custom. This is the Wart Special. It's a 7-foot medium moderate action crankbait rod. And this rod is a very, very light, like action and light lure kind of rod. Very, very parabolic. It's very good at throwing those little bit lighter baits like that Berkley fritz side that I got on there. And I had that paired up with a Lew's Custom Pro and some 10-pound fluorocarbon, and the Custom Pro was 6/8 gear ratio. So that was big fish of the day, big fish of the morning. Ended up throwing this thing and throwing it and switching up colors and throwing it some more and switched up to another color and threw it some more, and just did not get any more bites on it throughout the entire day. And that's when I actually went down the lake a little bit and got into the main river, into the current, and started throwing the old deadly Nedley. And I talked about it in the video. I was throwing a Strike King Ned Ocho on a 3/16 ounce Strike King head, green pumpkin, a little bit of methylate dyed on the tail there, on my 7-foot Lew's Mock Smash, 20-pound braid to an 8-pound fluorocarbon leader. And that's what I put my other fish into the boat, which was that 13 3/4, and then a couple smaller fish, one of those being my little fish that won me my $25 gift card, which I'm proud of that little dude, 8.5 inches. But yeah, so that's what I ended up putting the rest of the fish into the boat with. And actually, the old Deadly Nelly is what ended up winning the entire tournament. And so those fish were really chewing on that small, do-nothing profile. You know, the Ned rig this time of year, I've talked about it. I talked about it in my 3 baits that I throw this time of year. It's just a bait that straight up gets bites. It's super passive. It's kind of just throw it out there, drag it around, and the fish, you know, it's not intrusive. The fish don't really get threatened by it or pressured by it in any way, and they just swim up and they give them a little snack because it looks like a little crawdad. But I actually didn't throw this exact rod. I dropped my other freaking Smash combo in the water. I was taking off my puffer jacket because I was getting hot towards the end of the day, and actually hooked my Ned rig with my jacket sleeve, and the rod went that way and the jacket went this way, and I went for the jacket not realizing the rod had went into the water, and I watched her sink down like Jack in Titanic, and there's nothing I could do about it, which Sucks really, really bad because I really love that combo, and you can't get them right now because of all the COVID mess, but we will replace it because those are awesome little spinning combos, and luckily enough, I got 2 of these bad boys just for that exact reason. But yeah, guys, that's how it shook out. That's how I caught my fish. That's what ended up happening. Good tournament overall. Looking forward to the next term of the year. It is March, end of March actually, and so it should be just an awesome late pre-spawn, almost spawn time tournament. Go out there and crank a square bill, throw a chatterbait, and just do the kinds of things I love to do. You know, I love winter fishing, but spring and summer fishing, the more and more I get into my fishing life, and I guess the more and more I'm a teacher, and that's when I have most of my time off, is just becoming my favorite time to fish during the year, because that's when I have the time to actually go out there, get on them, find them, and be able to do what I like to do, which is just catch them. So yeah, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Questions or comments, you know where to go leave them. Go down in the description. I'll have everything that I use linked down below, including my kayak, rods, reels, all the clothes I had on, all that kind of stuff. Go check it out. But as always, you guys are sweet. Thank you for watching.